again, everybody. It's still Sunday. So I am going to be completing Sam's bead box, Chateau and Bloom today. And we're going to do a showcase right afterwards. I would like to try to make a necklace and earrings. Maybe we'll get a single strand bracelet out of it too. I'm not sure. I don't have a ton left. When I turn this around to show you, you guys are going to be like, oh yeah, you don't have a lot left to you. So I'm going to get ready to turn you guys around right now, and we will see what we have left and what we can do with this. I'll be right back. Okay, this is everything we have left. We don't have a lot left. And I decided I want to take a chance, and I want to team this up with rose gold. So that's what we're going to do. I have this really pretty rose gold chain that I bought probably close to a year ago, and I've never used it. So I would like to get a chance to use this chain as well. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to, I know definitely like these, I want to make these into earrings. Like these are going to be really super cute earrings, and I know I want to do that with these. So we're going to put those aside and save those for our earrings. And I was looking at my rose gold like spacers and stuff, but they're almost too coppery for what I want to do. So we're not going to be using those. Whoops, I'm sorry. But so this is what we have, and we will go ahead and get started. So this chain, I don't know if you've ever used it, but it's so nice. It's at like leaves, and they have like a little hole here and a little notch here. But this is such pretty chain, and I really want to use it in this piece. So I want to use it going from, you know, the clasp to the beads and everything. And I think what I'm going to want to do, you have to be really careful when you're like trimming these apart. And I'll show you. And I do believe it was Wendy who taught me about this chain, because she used it on some videos too. And this one has the little loop like from the other piece like stuck in the hole. So we're just gonna cut that little loop off of it. Okay. So that way we can string or put our clasps on there. And I do have my jump rings and stuff too. I have all of that. And yeah, so all my like bead caps and stuff were not rose gold enough. They almost look like a bright copper, which I thought was, I mean, the other stuff's kind of bright coppery looking too. That's the one hard part and great thing about rose gold is like, it looks like copper, but it can also really throw off like what you're doing, you know, in a way. So we definitely want to use probably, I'm gonna grab my tape measure. I'm thinking not a ton of this on the necklace, because I do really want to use the beads. Unless, you know what, let's do an asymmetrical one. I haven't done that in a while. Now, I know typically I like my necklaces to be, let me just measure this on my neck here. So I kind of want this one to be like 26 inches in length. So let's do that. So let's say I'd want to do 14 inches of this, or 13 inches, I should say. Sorry, my math. All right, so it'll be right about here. And then that means I want my other strand to be about that same size. All right, so in order to do that, we need to cut this really carefully. See, now this one, I want to keep the little loop right here. Oh, I know it's so hard to see, but there's this tiny little loop right here that goes into the hole on the next piece. I'm going to want to cut the next piece right next to that loop, keeping the loop, but cutting into that hole to just pull that loop right out. And see, now we have a loop. And the other one up here at the top is the hole. So that's going to be perfect. All right, so that's going to be for one side of our necklace. Excuse me, you guys. And then the next thing we're going to do is this other side is going to be just connected together. I want to make the beaded links using my eye pins. So let's pull that off there. And I don't know if we'll have enough to do a bracelet or not. We will see about that. And hopefully we will. If not, I know we'll definitely get a cute pair of earrings out of it. It'll be just fine. So I have my eye pins. And we'll go ahead and I want to make sure I'm taking advantage of these really big pieces. So let's do those first. Oh, somebody went in the door. I set all my tools aside when I was doing the last showcase and I forgot to grab them again. Hold on, baby. Let me do this one little thing real quick. Make my loop on here. There we go. Hold on 1 second, guys. Oh, come on. Come on, sweet girl. Lucy wanted to spend some time with her mama. Come on in. Hey, baby girl. I'm not going to do this in and out thing, so don't be a stinker. All right. And then let's do this one. Actually, I kind of think I want this one to be at the bottom of our necklace. I think it might be actually this one. Yeah, I think that'll look nice. All right, so let's put that aside. Then let's go ahead and do this one. So today we had a kid, a teenager, getting confirmed at church, and it was really nice. I always enjoy seeing confirmation, you know, the children becoming kind of like adults in the church where they can take their communion and everything. So that was really nice. We have a very, very small congregation, so there was only one kid his age. I remember when I took mine, there was like, I don't know, but we lived in a small town. So there was like 3 churches. You were either Methodist, Lutheran, or Catholic. And that's what we had, you know. There really wasn't a lot of anything else. But there was a lot of kids in my class. But I did go to a parochial school too for a good part of my childhood until I got closer to, until I got into middle school. And then I went to public schools. But yeah, it was really nice. It was a nice service. It was really nice. Of course, I got to see my mom and my brother, so that's always good too. I love to be able to see my mom and my brother. I hope your Sunday's been really great. Shane just got home from work. He had to work this weekend, so he just got home from work, and he went upstairs to go take a nap, and he's tired. And I'm going to make like a nice, quick, easy dinner tonight, and it's going to be just pretty easy. So I have some like already made rice that just needs to be reheated, and some chicken, and I bought some of the jarred butter chicken sauce from the grocery store, so we'll have that. And you know, I think that's going to be a good dinner. So that's what we're going to have with some vegetables, and it'll be easy, and I'm all about easy. I don't know if you guys have seen the rice that's already like cooked and it's in the pouches, and you just heat it up for like 90 seconds. I get those too sometimes. Like I don't mind making rice, but I get those too sometimes because, you know, I just want to be able to be done with it quickly. And today's one of those days where I just kind of want to be done with it quickly. Normally weekends are my time for cooking a lot, but I have a very short week at work this week and a lot going on before we go on vacation. So I just really wanted to give myself that extra time to get the things done that I need to get done and spend less time on kitchen stuff. So, all right, so we're going to do a couple of each of these and see where that gets us, and we'll hook them all together and see if we need anything else. I'm going to use some of these smaller beads as like little ones to kind of fill it in. Whoop, it stuck to me. There we go. Yeah, let's do another one of those. What are you doing, Miss Lucy? Hey, pretty girl. So I have like a whole like list of what the boys need to do. It's like I need to make sure as far as with the pets and everything while we're gone. And my brother's he has a key to the house, so he's gonna stop in here and like do like little surprise visits to make sure everything's going smoothly and to make sure, you know, the boys are okay and the animals are okay and everything. So I really appreciate that he's doing that. And you know, it means a lot to me. I know my boys are adults. I know they are, but you know, they're still young and they just kind of get into doing their own thing and they tend to forget about responsibilities, I think. So he's just going to make sure that everything is okay with them, and in case they need anything or whatever. And it's nice because my mom and my brother are really just right down the road, and we have Shane's family right down the road. And so they have a lot of people around them. And of course, we'll give them a whole list of people they can call, you know, in case of emergency and everything like that, because they just, I don't know, our young ones are a little bit, well, they're young, you know? I mean, things are different now than what they used to be when, you know, when we were all growing up, I'm sure. You know, I think that we were kind of forced to be a little more intuitive and responsible. And yeah, it's just not as enforced now. And I think maybe that's because they all have like cell phones in their pocket. So it's different, where we actually didn't have cell phones in our pockets. Most of us didn't. And we had to be really knowledgeable about what we needed to do if there was ever any issues. Okay, and then one more of these. Yeah, I think we'll have enough to do a bracelet. But this is going to be the final box. So whatever we have left over is what we have left over. And it's going to go into my stash, and we will do a showcase directly after this tutorial. And that should be fun. All right, so now I kind of want to put this on here just so we know what we have going on. So I want to think that we should probably use little teeny tiny jump rings for this. So I'm going to grab some little teeny tinies, just a few of them, and we're going to use a jump ring to hook onto our little piece here. And then this is going to actually leave some room to do some dangles maybe. So I might even cut another chunk of this. Like maybe even if this one feels like it might be too long, I might cut another chunk of that and just hang it down below with a really pretty bead hanging from the bottom. So let's go ahead and do that one. Get my other pair of pliers here. And after I'm done with all these videos today, I got to clean up this room so I can be ready. I'm getting another subscription box on Tuesday, and I'm not going to say who it is, but I'm excited about it because I've never had it before. So anyway, that'll be a surprise on Tuesday. All right. So I just need to clean up my mess, and this has really been a really fun box to work with. I love the colors in it. I like it when there's an opportunity to do so many more different things. Like this is just, I don't know, like I've been putting it with different metals, and you know, you don't have to stay with the same metals that you had come in the box. You know, definitely you don't have to, which is really great because sometimes you don't want to do that. Sometimes you'd rather, you know, go out on your own and experiment. Like I haven't done anything rose gold yet, I don't think. And I really wanted to do rose gold with this. I just thought it would look really pretty. And I could be wrong. Like we may do the rose gold and I'm like, oh no, that's no good at all. But I think with the color scheme, I think it's going to be right. All right, so now I'm just going to go ahead and link together some of these. And we're just going to mix them up and get them all linked on there together. In no particular way, just try not to put things next to each other that are the same. That way you get a chance to see every bead on here. And let's do this one next. Okay. Oh yeah, that's going to be cute. And then let's do this one. And then let's do one of these. All right. Oh yeah, this is going to be really, really pretty. I'm excited about this one. All right, and then let's do this one. And then one of these. There we go. Let's do this little white one. And I'm just hooking all these together to make a linked chain. And this one. I think I like doing the linked chain beads so much better than anything else. Like I just think it makes it look so fun and cute and just, I mean, pretty too. And it looks like you've spent like hours and hours making it when really it takes like no time at all. I mean, we just made this one and it didn't take us hardly any time at all. All right. And then I want to hold this up to myself and I want to see if the length of the beaded chain is where I really would like to be. Because if so, then we will trim off some of the rose gold, but save it for down below where I want to hang it from my focal. All right, I'm just going to pick this up real quick and see. You know what? It might be a little short, so let's go ahead and do one more bead, and I'll just give it a tiny little bit more length. And let's do another one of these. Let's do this color. I don't need much more length, but I do want just a little bit more. And then we're going to trim off that other side and use those little chunks for our focal. Okay. All right, so now let's pull these together. Oh yeah, see that's gonna look gorgeous with that rose gold. All right, and I can trim some of this off. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna trim this little loop right off, okay? And I know this does waste like one little link every time you do it, but it's kind of like the price you have to pay, I guess. All right, so we have that. Let's go ahead and put our clasp on this right away while we're right here. And I do have some jump rings. I'm going to use some tiny ones because those are the only ones that'll fit inside here. Okay. And we're just going to loop it right inside that little hole. Maybe. Let me take this off for a second. It should fit. I just don't know if I'm getting it lined up correctly. Come on, you. Maybe that one is too thick. Let me see if I have a thinner one. Let me see if this one would be just a little bit thinner. There we go. Just that tiny little bit. Just need to be just a teeny tiny little bit thinner. All right, and now we can close up our clasp or our toggle, our jump ring under our toggle. Goodness gracious. Okay, so there's that. And then let's go ahead and put a jump ring on here too, because I do want the toggle to have a little bit more movement than just being stuck on this eye pin. There we go. All right, got that. All right, so now let's bring this up here and we can just focus on our bottom piece. All right, so now what we have is we have an end that is intact, so that's good. Oh, nope, that's not intact. Okay, so let's trim that. We're gonna need to trim off 2 ends. Like I said, I know it seems a little wasteful, but I mean, it is, but there's really no other way to get around it. So then we're just gonna trim off the little loop here. And you're not wasting a lot. It's really just a couple little links, so it's not too bad. It could be worse. And then we'll hang this one from here. Whoops, keep sticking to me. Yeah, like so. Maybe we'll do it in the opposite direction though, like this, and hang a bead from down here. Just one little bead. So how about this clear one? Actually, no, I think I want to use this. This is really pretty. All right, so let's get a head pin. And we're just going to hang this one little guy down here. And this one we're going to go ahead, I think well, let me see, is it strong enough to do? Oh yeah, it's strong enough to do just a simple loop. So let's do that. And roll this back. There we go. like so. Okay, and then let's open it up and let's put on our little leaves here. Might have to do it the other way. I don't know if it'll work like this. I could just get my fingers to do what they're supposed to do. Yeah, let's do it the other way because I don't think it's going to work like that. So let's loop it right onto here. And then we can close that right up. Kind of thought it would be cool if we did it the other way so it was the leaves were going a different direction. And it should fit because the other ones did go right on. Maybe I didn't have it open far enough. So let me open this one up pretty far. And then we can hopefully just get it right in there. Yeah, it works just fine on there. Okay. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let me see if that's going to lay right. If it's not, then I'm going to want to redo it and put it on a jump ring, I think. But let's see. Oh no, that's just fine. That works out perfect. Okay, I like that. I like this long piece like this. That's going to look really pretty just hanging directly straight down. Oh yeah, I like that. It's like the necklace extends all the way down. All right, so we got the necklace done. I'm going to go ahead and kind of get rearranged here. And I think we will be putting a bracelet together and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to do kind of the same thing. We're going to make some links for the bracelet. So let's just do those really quick here. We're not going to do too many because I do want to use some of this chain in the bracelet as well. And it's just going to be a single strand bracelet, just one strand. Just make some links. I think we're going to do 3 of these, 3 of those, and then a couple of those in between. And then we'll just have a pair of earrings left to make, and then we are done with this box, and the rest will go back to my stash. And there isn't a lot left, I can tell you that. You're looking at it, there's not much. Not much at all. Maybe we'll make a couple pairs of earrings just so they're kind of interchangeable. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what we have planned. Okay. So it moves along pretty quickly. I think we're only going to do 1 of those. We'll see. Well, maybe we'll do more. It really just depends on what I think it'll look like. Kind of what I'm envisioning. All right, getting there. We are getting there. And 1 more. I have 3 days of work left, you guys. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And I can tell you that I'm starting to get really antsy about being on vacation because I'm, you know, trying not to be grumpy at work, but I can find myself feeling a little bit grumpy. And it's only because I know that I'm almost on vacation. And I'm trying to make sure that everything is nice and squared away for the person who's going to be keeping an eye on my stuff and doing my work for me while I'm out. And I just don't want it to be, I don't like anyone leaving me like a mess of stuff that I don't know what's going on. And I typically don't. Like, usually at the end of the day, my stuff's pretty well complete. Like, I don't like to leave a lot of things to the next day. I'm just not one of those people. I like to work really hard and get things accomplished and be able to check things off my list. And so I just want to make sure I'm in a good spot for my boss to be taking over for me. And then I come back on one day. I would have taken Friday off because Friday is my birthday that I have to work. I come back on Thursday. But I couldn't really because her and her daughter are going to Mexico for a vacation. And so there won't be anyone to tell me what she has going on. And I just got to make sure that I'm doing the same thing for her and she's doing the same thing for me. And we won't leave anybody in the lurch, I just want to make sure of that. Okay, so here's this part of the bracelet. And now I do want to use some of this chain as well. And we're probably going to need about the same length, maybe just a tiny bit more. So let me just unwrap some of this. And let's cut off right about here. All right, so for this one, we're gonna cut right here on the leaves to, maybe it's do one more down because I'm gonna have to waste that top piece. I cut the leaves so that I can pull my little piece out and it's gonna be whole. This one's a tough one. I'm always worried I'm going to cut the other piece too, and I'm like, no. All right, so there we go, got that out. See, now I got my little loop, so that's perfect. But now we got to get rid of this piece because that one's no good to me. So now we're just going to cut the little loop and get that one off there. All right, perfect. All right, so it's going to hook onto one end here, and then the other end is going to have the clasp on it. So let's see. Just hook it right onto here. Hopefully it'll fit right in there. Some of them have been, some of them haven't been. If not, I'll go to the other end of the bracelet and see if I have any better luck. Nope, we are good. Fits really nice right there. Perfect. All right, now let's see where we're at. I have too much, but you know what? We're going to use some of this in the earrings too. So let's cut some of this off because we're going to use it in our earring. We need to go right to here. So let's cut this. Okay. We didn't want to use a big chunk in our earring, so this is good. This will be what we need. And then we'll just have to cut off another piece the same exact size. Come on, you. Get out of there. I can tell it's so close. It's like when you were a kid and you had a tooth literally just hanging by one little string and you couldn't get the guts to just go ahead and yank it out. Someone else had to yank it out for you because you just didn't want to do it. My daughter was like, no joke about it though. She was always like a little businesswoman, and like when that tooth was ready, that tooth was coming out and it was going under her pillow for that tooth fairy. And I remember there were so many nights where the kid's dad, like we'd get in bed and I'd be like, did you get money, tooth fairy money? And he's like, no, I thought you got tooth fairy money. So it'd be like 10 o'clock at night and one of us is running to the ATM to get cash. And of course, the only thing you can get out of the ATM at that time, I think at that time it was like you could do $10. So like her first tooth, which usually the first tooth is kind of a big deal anyway, and you do give more money. But that little thing expected $10 every time she lost a tooth. And I'm like, well, honey, the tooth fairy only gives $10 for the very first tooth. And she's like, well, that seems like kind of a ripoff. Oh, she was so funny. But yeah, she thought she'd get, you know, $10 for every tooth that she lost. And I remember one time we did forget, and the next morning, you know, I knew, like, I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, panic stricken, because I realized that we forgot to get money for the tooth fairy. So I went downstairs and I tried to cut a piece of paper that was like the shape of like a molar. And I wrote a little note on it. And I said, "Dear Ashley, I am so sorry. I forgot to bring money today or whatever, but I will leave your tooth behind and I will bring you money tomorrow," or something like that. And it was really cute. She was not disappointed because she got a little letter from the tooth fairy. Okay, so here's our bracelet, and I think I want to just leave it as simple as that. Like, I don't think I want to do any dangles or anything else. I think I want it to be just that pretty and that simple. And I think the rose gold looks really nice with that. All right, so I'm going to clean this up and then I'm going to get ready to do the earrings. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I cut 5 links of this chain, and we're going to go ahead and make our earrings from this. So we'll need a couple head pins and a couple head pins and a few eye pins. So here is the first eye pin. We'll go ahead and put that on here and do our simple loop. These earrings should go together pretty quickly. And then we can just hang that right on our chain. There we go. And then we need a head pin for the little white one on the bottom. And we'll just do a simple loop with that. And there we go. And let's do our eye pin here. We'll get one pair of earrings built before we move on to the next one. Again, these are pretty simple earrings, so that's not too hard. And you know, if you don't have chain like this, you can use any chain. You can use some cute decorative chain or anything like that. So don't be despaired that if you don't have this exact chain that you won't be able to do it. But you can. I have, and I don't know by off chance, like I've ordered it on Etsy before. There are some chain dealers, and I think the chain is called a chevron chain. So if you Google and go into Etsy and put in description chevron chain for jewelry making, you should be able to find at least silver and gold finishes. I don't know about the rose gold. This is the first time I've ever seen it, and I only got it because it was part of a Sam's sale like quite a while back. So it's the only way I've seen the rose gold in it. And like I said, it took me this long to actually finally use it. So yeah, but give Etsy a shot because they do have a lot of good metal jewelry chain people on there. It's where I've gotten a lot of Coriana chain when I wasn't able to get it from Wendy, like if she was out of stock. Lucy, what are you doing? Hi guys, Lucy's coming through. I don't know why you guys can't just use the floor. All right, so let's build this one. And then we'll be able to do a cleanup and we'll do our showcase. And that's pretty exciting. and we literally have like nothing left. Look at this is it. This is it. I mean, we have some good beads left. I'm not gonna say we have nothing left, but as far as utilizing almost the entire box, I did. So I'm pretty happy about that. And I'm pretty sure we got a lot of really great pieces out of it, but I will definitely show you that in just a few minutes because we are almost done. And I'll try this on first before we do our showcase so you guys can see how everything looks on me. And then we can move on to the other stuff. But I hope you liked the rose gold with this. I think the rose gold ended up turning out really nice with this. I've always been like really kind of leery about using rose gold only because I'm so unsure of the colors. But I think today I learned that it doesn't really matter, that brown looks good with it, white looks good with it, pink looks good with it, yellow looks good with it. I mean, it just, I think everything looks good with it. I think everything in this box looked amazing with it. So I don't know why I was so intimidated by it. All right, get in there. Don't be a little bugger. Okay, there's that. Then let's get this one on here. I think this might actually be a nice Mother's Day set. Maybe I should give this to my mom. She'd probably like it. I mean, we're going to go get her some hanging baskets, but I think that she would like this set. And I know she doesn't have anything rose gold. She has gold and she has silver, and that is pretty much it. You know, I remember in the late 80s and early 90s, Black Hills Gold was so popular. Like I had so much jewelry. I had rings that were Black Hills Gold and like braided necklaces that were Black Hills Gold. And you don't even see that anymore. I mean, that was like come and gone, right? It was like such a flying fad. But then everything is starting to come back now. Different things are coming back. And I'm wondering if that will make a comeback too. If you remember Black Hills Gold, please tell me in the comments. All right, everybody, I'm going to clean this up and turn around. I'll have this tried on for you, and then we'll do our really fun showcase. I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, here's the earrings. They turned out really cute. Here's the necklace, and I do like the part that goes down like that. I think it hangs really nice, and you can see all the different beads here. And then here is our really pretty asymmetrical simple bracelet. I think this turned out really great, so I'm excited and I'm glad I used the rose gold on it. I think it looks really pretty, and it just kind of looks like even like a little tassel in a way, but it's not a tassel. That's a fool's tassel. It's like, I'm just kidding, I'm not really a tassel. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and gather up all the jewelry for Sam's Bead Box 2024, the Chateau in Bloom. And we're going to see all the beautiful pieces that we made with it. I'll be right back. Okay, here is the necklace that we just made. And here are the matching earrings and the matching bracelet for it. So I think this set turned out really, really beautiful, and I absolutely love it. But I'm going to go ahead and leave this running, and I'm going to just scoop that bracelet off and those earrings off. And let's put this bracelet on the tray. This is the little charm bracelet that we made with all the really pretty cha-cha pieces. It looks gorgeous. It's so pretty. It's so full of life. And I just think it looks like a garden in bloom. Definitely a chateau in bloom. All right, I'll be right back with our last little selection here. Okay, and so here are the earrings. This is like another complete set that we did. And again, you'll see that we used a bunch of beads. We used so much. And this one we made into like a little tassel at the end. And then here's the bracelet that goes with it. Very pretty, very, very beautiful. So all in all, this box created 2 full complete sets And we did not scrimp on beads, you guys. We used a ton of them. Look at those earrings. That shows you right there. There's a lot of beads. And we got an extra bracelet, a cha-cha charm style bracelet. So you know there was a lot of pieces used in that too. So this is very satisfying. So for the amount of a subscription box, we have 2 full sets that you know would definitely retail for much more than what half the box is, and another bracelet. So just gorgeous, gorgeous box. I love it. And of course, if you do want to sign up for Sam's Bead Box, all the information is going to be in the description of this video. So head on over there. If you use my promo code, you'll save $5 on your first box. I don't think you want to miss out on the beauty of the creation of this box. Like, the box is just gorgeous. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this Chateau in Bloom by Sam's Bead Box for April 2024. We got a lot of great things out of it. Have a really blessed day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.